Live from the box. It's live from the box. I was holding that last note, man.
I thought you was going to karaoke the rest of it, man.
Everything about you, Driftwater, before that, C-Noob, and wonderful, man. Turning out to be a wonderful show, my man T.
Man,
let's get into it.
I can't wait to get to this interview because we've talked about so much off air.
Yeah.
That I can't wait to share this with the rest of our audience.
Let's go. Mr. Tom Honan, how are you, sir?
I am fine, gentlemen. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing all right today,
good,
man.
Good.
We're doing
this
all
is
right.
comfortable in here. I could live here.
I mean,
yeah, I think I'll move in.
That's how we feel.
That's how we feel, man.
You know, every Wednesday night from 7 to 8 p.m. live from the box with T and Slim. We just
chill out and
we have
listen to music
in our green room.
In a green room.
Yeah, with the egg crates. But enough about the egg crates.
Yeah.
Tom.
Yes, sir.
We want a small slice. Give us a slice of your bio, your background. Give me your.
It's
Where
a
do
little
you come from?
checkered, in a good way.
Okay, I was going to say, as long as it was...
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah. Well, I had a Wall Street career in New York City.
Okay.
For the 80s, the roaring 80s, that was all kind of fun on Wall Street.
Yeah.
I moved up here to Syracuse, and I've always had this arts bug in my head, and so I wasn't sure what to do with a Wall Street background in this land called Syracuse, which I'd never been to before. And it turned out that at the time, the Landmark Theater was changing leaders and so forth.
Okay.
And I threw my hat in the ring for no reason other than I thought that was a really cool building. And ended up getting a job there as development director and running the in-house promotions, which were concerts that we were producing ourselves, which was unusual for the Landmark at that time. Did that for a couple of years, and then went to the St. Camillus Foundation Health and Rehab Center as president of their foundation, raising money and community events and such, and continued to do music things as fundraisers and such. So the music thing kept bugging me.
Yeah,
music and money.
Yeah.
Music and money. There it goes.
And then after that, I thought, you know what? I really can't resist this anymore. I left there and started Live Space Entertainment with the idea to immerse myself in every aspect of the music business. And I think that's kind of cool because I can talk about promotion, managing, working with songwriters, producing albums, media, buying media, and all that stuff. It all comes together to make it work.
Well, that's really the way it goes nowadays.
You have to you have to know a lot a lot.
Yeah.
A lot about a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Definitely.
So you took this step to say, I love the music so much, Tom, and I'm just going to take this leap of faith out there and just make it happen.
Yeah, it was a leap. Very big cliff.
So tell us about the first show, the first festival. I mean, as we talk about the history, that's okay, T, right?
Oh, yeah, let's talk about a little history.
Yeah. Well, it started on, in some small things and doing some club shows and working with artists, and we're going to listen to a tune from Professor Louie and the Chromatics in a bit. I had started working with them almost 20 years ago now, doing shows, and through them gotten to do some national stuff and work with them as more of an advisor, manager sort of a thing. And that part I liked. So other artists were coming to me for that kind of advice and help, especially when it came to media. So it really started with providing knowledge about media, strategy about media, how to connect with the radio, newspapers. This was all before Facebook. Yeah. Started with that. It led into I had a consulting gig at the Red House, for instance, when they were getting started. How best to get that thing off the ground. We talked off air about we have no shortage of talent in this town, but we have often a tough time getting audiences out.
Yeah.
Right.
So those days were full of strategy about getting audience development going and to getting people excited about what you're doing, why they should pay for it.
This is so industry insights.
Yeah, it is.
This is so industry insights. It's a pleasure to have to talk about this.
Yeah.
Because we have industry insights where we talk about exactly what you're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Because it's needed in the artist's career.
Yeah. In the big chair right now, we have Tom Honan, executive producer at Live Space Entertainment.
Yes.
When you talk about consulting with the media, what have you seen change, Tom? I mean, outside of the internet, right?
That was the big one.
Yeah, right. I mean, what the progression and how you attack that now? You know, what adjustments have you had to make? Especially, you know, when I talk about radio scene, right, and what we're doing, we're getting access to live, you know, local artists, but you know, many of the venues just don't do that anymore.
And that is a big change, getting to know the artist and getting to know their music. Now, that's on the internet as well. You can stream stuff. There's YouTube. There's a lot of ways to get your music out.
Right.
But does that translate to live people coming to see your show? Now, my company is called Live Space because I like live gatherings. A lot of people do just fine with digital, just sharing music.
Right, right.
But music then becomes a commodity, and people's iPods have 16,000 songs on them.
Yeah.
It becomes a game of volume. How many do I have? But not coming out to a show. And I think, dealing with the media, getting back to your original question, you have to have that understanding of how the media works, what it means to contact a writer with your project, how much in advance you need to do this. Very simple things.
But, but it's things that artists don't think about a lot of times. I mean, it's amazing how many times that, you know, and we try to educate the artist, but where's your one sheet?
Exactly. You know, and then I take it a step further, and I think, you know, for the really worthy artist, an artist that's worthy of attention, it's tough for an artist to be the one to go to the media or to go to the venue to try to get themselves a gig or try to get themselves in the paper or in the internet or on the radio.
Right.
It's better to have someone like an agent or someone consulting helping you do that, speaking for you. You know, the artist should be the artist, and getting their name out there. It's often very helpful to have someone act on your behalf.
And it's like we've spoke about when it comes down to, you know, building your team, but having someone that that's going to be out there. Right now, we live in such a DIY industry that most artists feel that they can do everything themselves, when it takes away from the creativity.
It does. It takes away from their core job, which is create music. Create music. And then, DIY is interesting, too, because now a lot of people record their own music. They produce their own music. All well and good. And it's within the budget. But you're missing, then, the producer's ear on something that might get you to the next level. You know, you can be your worst client.
Yes.
You know,
and your greatest enemy.
And you want your control. I get it. It's all good, but it's very often helpful to have someone get that extra eyeball or extra eardrum on what it is you're doing.
Yeah, you know what? And also, you have the producer. You have people that beat makers that don't understand that there's another level to being a producer,
right,
outside of the actual production.
Yeah. You need to be cognizant of what you're missing or what else is out in this big world.
And it's huge. Now the internet,
there are sounds.
We are all worldwide.
There are, and that's the interesting part musically. There are sounds from Brazil, from India, from China, from Japan, from Turkey. There's musical sounds
and
that can inform
what you're doing.
And they're at your fingertips. You're correct.
Right at your fingertips.